Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anissa. I am the Crafty author and welcome to my quilting studio. Today we are going to make a very fun, quick, easy project that would make an excellent gift for anybody on your gift giving list. So if you are like me this time today, you're still not done with your Christmas shopping. So anyway, what I wanted to show you is that you can get a big body pillow and you can make a customized pillowcase for it. And I am going to show you how to do that. So it is really quick and really easy. It took me probably about, I would say 15 to 20 minutes to sew this, from cutting to finishing the whole pillowcase. So this one I made for my grandson. I have two of these body pillows that I really didn't know what I was going to do with. These are not Christmas gifts for them, but I was like, I don't know what to do. So I thought, well, I'll just make pillowcase for them. So this one is going to be done with the Batman fabric. This one was done in the Marvel. And what I did was I took the original pillowcase that was on this body pillow and I just used that as my pattern. So I will put the measurements down below when I am finished so that you know. And so we're just gonna jump right in and get started. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna measure out 1 yard here on my cutting table. Gonna move everything around. I'm just gonna move that there. And then I am just gonna mark it here, and just pull this over to where I need it to be here on our cut table. And I'm gonna measure it from there, and I'm gonna cut right here on my 1.5 yard line. So I am going to cut right here at the 18 inches. Okay, so here's my 1.5 yards, and that is as simple as it is. What I will do next is take my fabric here that we just cut, and all you're gonna do, you can cut the selvage end off if you want to. I actually am using this kind of as a guide to sew. So I'm just gonna leave the selvage end in there for right now. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then I am just going to take my fabric and I'm just gonna fold it in half and make sure that I line up everything here like so. Right sides facing each other. You definitely want that. Okay. So just make sure that that's even. So now that we have that, now what I'm going to do to make this easier on myself is I'm actually going to fold down the top part here, which we're going to make the little cuff that distinguishes it, making it be a pillowcase. So that's what I will do here. This one looks like it's directional though. So I'm looking at my fabric now and I want to make sure if you're using a directional fabric, you're going to want to be paying attention, because I wasn't for a minute there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start at this end instead. Right? So all we're going to do here is we're just going to fold this little cuff over. Now, it depends on how big you want to make this. You can either do it about 1 inch or you can do it about 2 inches. I have mine at about 2 inches here. So I'm just going to measure, yeah, so 2 inches. And that's what I'm going to press it at the iron. I'm going to press down this first layer and then I will fold it again. And that will give that nice finished edge. And then we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch along this top part and we're going to stitch along this bottom part to make sure that it stays down. So you can see I've gone ahead and pressed that. So I pressed down this first portion first, again at the 2 inch mark, and then I pressed it in half. And now we're just going to finish off this edge. All right, so we're all ready to start stitching. I just have to find my edge here. All right. So I am just going to start on the top part first. This top, okay. Gotta get everything on here and keep it from sliding. Okay. So I'm gonna just move my needle to the right, and I'm gonna get right up against that edge. Our first part of our cuff done here, as you can see right there. And I used the white thread so that you could see that. So now we're gonna make sure that this part stays down as well. So all that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stay just like this, and I'm gonna move my needle to the left. Okay, now our cuff is done. And this is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like on the back side. Okay, so now we're gonna fold this in half, right sides facing each other. And we are just going to start stitching straight down. I'm going to use the selvage edge as my guide here of what I'm gonna line up on. I'm gonna line up my foot here, and I'm gonna change my needle to the center position, and I am just gonna start sewing right along this edge here. I will back stitch. Okay, so now we're gonna start sewing the bottom edge of this. So we're just gonna pick it up and flip it. We wanna make sure that this is nice and even, and it is. So we're just gonna continue sewing straight down. Okay, so you can either cut this excess off with a rotary cutter, or you can do it with kinking shears, whichever is easiest for you, or you don't have to cut it off at all. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with it. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and we're just gonna turn this inside out now. I'm gonna poke out my corners in the bottom. With my finger. You can use a pen, or you can use the turning thing, or you can use chopsticks. You can use whatever you'd like to turn it. But I just use my fingers. And then you can see that since this was a directional print, that I had to keep that directional. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this all. There we go. There we go. So now you can see that that's how that looks. Now I'm going to put the pillow in it, and then I'll show you what our finished product really looks like. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Put our pillow in there. See how well we did. I absolutely love the way that these turned out. They make such great gifts. They're fast, they're fun, they're super easy, and you don't even need that much fabric to do it. So I recommend using a 1 3/4 yards of fabric for this project. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room there. And I used 1.5 yards for one, and I used 1 3/4 yards for the other. And the one with the 1 3/4 yards just fit just a little bit better. If all you have is 1.5 yards, that'll work too. But if you want to have it hanging overlapping just a tad, then you'll definitely want to go for the bigger size. I will put the measurements down below in the description box so that you can make one of your own. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, the links are down below in the description box. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the little bell. You'll get notified each and every time I upload an awesomely cool new video. And keep on crafting. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.